to a brand new Whip Wednesday crochet show, and today we're going to talk all about granny stitches and granny squares, all in terms of patterns, meaning granny stitch inspired patterns, granny square inspired patterns, meaning using multiple patterns that are all connected together, all around the same theme. Let me know if you're excited about it. I'm going through it one by one, and the entire collection is ad-free, which I know y'all love. So we're going to talk about them all step by step, one pattern at a time. We're also going to talk about all the bonuses you're going to have, which I'm really excited about. And of course, I absolutely love that not only is National Granny Square Day coming up August 15th, so get ready for it. This collection is for you, especially not only if you love granny squares, but also if you love to learn about granny squares. And on top of it, you probably have seen it. I mean, if you didn't, were you even on the internet, right? Taylor Swift decided to give the crocheters a little bit of spice, a little bit of attention, I should say, because she wore a gorgeous, hopefully handmade and well paid, I don't think it was well paid, but let's fingers crossed it was, the Taylor Swift granny stitch dress, which is really just a few rectangles and put together, sewn together into a gorgeous collection, I should say, like a wearable. She has something underneath, obviously, because the granny stitch is see-through, so you do have to have something underneath, so make sure you do. But I think it's the perfect little dress, and it is the perfect time that she did that, because I've been working on putting together this granny square and granny stitch collection, which is called the Everything Granny Collection, for months actually. So it was the perfect timing that she decided to do that. I was like, you know what, you're just gonna give me a little bit extra. Thank you, I appreciate you, Taylor. I am so glad you're telling everyone about it. Anyways, now that the crocheters are all getting some love, are you excited to go through all the patterns one by one? And I really want you to focus on which ones are your favorites. So ideally, I would love for you to remember the name, but I have this feeling you won't. So at least remember some of the numbers and let me know which numbers you like. I put them all there. So let me show them to you. Are you ready? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you're ready. I'm going to pop up the link real quick so everyone has it. I'm also going to pop them into the comments. I did pin it, but just in case you didn't see it, I'm going to pop it into the comments. I'm only live on YouTube today. There was a glitch on Facebook, so it is what it is, but I am ready to show you all the patterns one by one, and these are the best granny stitch / granny square patterns for 2024. I literally collected them all from all the best designers around the world. All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna scooch over, right, so I can show you them all one by one. I have them all here on the well, my left side, what I can see. I think it's your left side as well. So I'm gonna have them all here. So now listen, I put up here a date on purpose. It's only going to be available for ad-free, the entire collection, using that link right there, also popped in the comments, until the 12th of July of 2024. The entire collection is 90% off. But here's the thing. Because I understand that some of you guys may watch this replay much later and you're going to be like, what? I missed it. Don't worry. I'm putting up here, do you see the name of every single pattern? So in case you want to look it up and you see this much later, then this is your chance to look it up, okay, and find the patterns individually. It'll be more expensive if you get a lot of them because the collection is there for 90% off. So this is your chance. So anyways, don't forget to share this video. I would love for you to share it. Aren't you sharing it? And did you subscribe? Did you hit the subscribe button? Let me see. Where's my button to remind you of the subscribe button. Let's see, is it working? There it is. I'll put it right there. So go ahead and click the button to subscribe and turn on the bell to get a notification next time we publish a video or go live. So now let's talk about the patterns. This one, and we have 40 of them, so bear with me. We're going to go through them one by one. This one is from Simply Hooked by Janet, and it's called First Frost Blanket. I love this because here's the thing. This is like one of those easy beginner friendly patterns that get you started. I feel like the most part of the pattern, like the upper part right here, I believe is all in double crochet, and then down here is the granny stitch. Let's define the granny stitch for a second. The granny stitch is 3 double crochets put into the same space or stitch, depending on what you want to call it. So if you look closely, you can kind of see it. It's like 3 stitches. They're not together. They're not like put together into one stitch like a puff stitch or something like that. It's not. It's 3 individual stitches, 3 individual double crochets all put into the same space. Is that making sense? That's what the granny stitch is. So now let's think about the granny square, the traditional granny square, okay, which we'll see a picture of that a little later. You're going to see that the traditional granny square is made with granny stitches, and in a granny square, let's define that, is a square made from the center outwards in rounds. So if you see a square that's made in rows, that's not a granny square. A granny square starts from the center, typically like a magic ring or something, and it's worked outwards until it's as big as you need it to be. That's what a granny square is. A granny square does not need to have the granny stitch. Only if it's the traditional one, then it has the granny stitch. Okay, so this is the granny stitch. So let's look at the next pattern for a second. Okay, there we go. So here you can see this is called the Bless Your Heart Wall Hanging by Amish Mermaid Designs. Love that name, by the way. And you can see how the granny stitch here is used with different colors to make a heart appear. And this is actually, if you take the bottom part of it away, you know, that one that's like pointy, if you would make that straight, then that would be a granny square, a traditional granny square, right? Using granny stitches, and it's worked from the center out, which is really cool, right? But here she changed it up slightly, so you have a heart there in the center, you have the yarn on the bottom kind of pointy. It's absolutely beautiful. I love how she repurposed the granny square for a gorgeous hallway, a wall hanging, perfect for Valentine's Day, for gifts for Mother's Day, for a birthday, for a loved one. You could totally even add like a name on top of it, add some Velcro maybe, put like a little name on there. Who knows? Many different things you can do. Absolutely love it. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next one is from Madam Stitch, and it's called the Briar Rose. Am I saying this right? Briar Rose Bag. I love it. Not sure how she came up with that name, but I love it. Okay, and you can see how she used, if you actually count it, you can kind of guess. It is 4 granny squares in the center of it, all around, and then she added something on the top and on the bottom. I'm not sure which direction she went first. I didn't look at the pattern in its detail, but she made 4 granny squares and worked around it to turn it into a bag, which I love. It's absolutely adorable. I love this little drawstring bag. It works perfect for a small little project. Let's say you have a few small skeins, like tiny skeins, like 50-gram skeins or something. You're working on a small little amigurumi project or something, and then this little baggie is perfect for that, okay? This also kind of reminds me of one of those, what are they called? Oh gosh, the name is gone right now, but one of those smelly bags. I'm not saying smelly in a bad way, in a good way. You know, the things that you hang into the bathroom or into your closet or something, and you can add something to it. There's holes on the bottom, obviously, because there's the granny stitch, right? So you can hang it up. So if you need some smell in your closet or something, then that would be perfect as well. Okay. So I absolutely love this. Get your granny on. Let's go. Okay. Are you excited for all these patterns? I mean, they're beautiful, right? And you can get them ad free right now, which is amazing. I'm just saying, okay? If you haven't shared yet, go ahead and share share. This is an important video for the crocheters out there. Okay, let's go to the next pattern. This one is Daphne Granny Stripe Bag by Simply Melanie Jane. And here's another way in how you can use the granny square and repurpose it into as many things as you want. See, the granny square doesn't have to be just used once. You can do it so many different ways. And I love how the granny squares are here stacked on top of each other to create that stripe effect. But she has crochet around it and turn it into a really beautiful bag. And I saw a video of her earlier talking about it on Instagram, and she mentioned how she uses this bag all the time. It's like her go-to bag. And if you look closely here on the side, she added even some tiny granny squares to the pocket to really spice up even the side, to not keep it super simple on the side, but just give it a little oomph to it to make it absolutely perfect. Yes, potpourri, that's kind of what I was looking for. Sachet, yes, those are the words I was looking for. Sachet and potpourri. There you go. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know. I don't have them at home, so they don't, you know, those names sometimes don't come into my mind very quickly. All right, let's get going, okay? We have more to go through. This one is one of my absolute favorites, okay? Hortense from Knitting with Chopsticks, okay? She is such an amazing woman. I love her. I met her. She's from Belgium, actually, okay? But I met her like a few months ago. Was it 2 months ago? 3 months ago? How long has it been? Oh my gosh. Anyways, it was at the Crochet Business Summit. I met her. In reality, we talked forever. Absolutely love her. Anyways, this pattern is perfect for a beginner. I'm pretty sure in the center of it is double crochet stitches, but don't quote me on it, which makes this really easy, beginner friendly. So she made a granny square kind of border. That's what she calls it, the granny square border blanket. So it's a blanket, and then she added the granny squares all the way around, and you can tell that she stuck with a specific color theme all the way around, which makes it really elegant and stylish. She just used pretty much 3 colors, right? So if you look closely, this is like perfect color theory here, right? She used 2 different types of green tones, right, with red, which, if my memory is correct, there are opposite from each other. Let me look at my handy dandy color wheel for a second here, if I can pull it out. Where is it? Ah, it's stuck. Let me look over here. I have another one over here. Yes, they're almost on across from each other. They're complementary colors. So I don't know if this is red or orange. I can't really tell. But let's say pretend it's red, okay? So it's red and then 2 green tones, like a darker and a lighter green tone, and then a neutral color. That's like the perfect way to create like a balance that is not too harsh on the eyes. Absolutely love this. It's like the perfect color theory here. Love this one. This one is a cutie patootie. I mean, come on. A Giant Bear Lovey by Hookfully. I think I said that right. Hookfully. I love this one. How adorable is this? If I see this correctly, this is like super bulky yarn, and I absolutely love it. It is so adorable. Would you make this one? I would totally make this one, because this probably works out really, really quickly, considering it's probably super bulky yarn. And so I personally have made a granny square blanket and gave it to one of my best friends when she had a baby, and that was like years ago. I don't know how many years ago that is now, but I sent it over to her. I think she has it. I should ask her if she still has it, but it's so adorable, okay? And it's like this. It worked out really fast because it was the granny stitch, right? So you can make it as big as you want, and I absolutely love this one. It is so cute. Let me know if you guys like any of these patterns, okay? I have this collection for you ad-free. Yes, up there is the link. It's ad-free. This one, oh my gosh, how adorable is this? It's called the Mini Granny Square Christmas Stocking by Gorgeous Crafts. Yup, and her name says it all. It's gorgeous, okay? I mean, look at it. And I love how the colors are arranged. Do you see it? It's like in an angle. Oh, it's the wrong way. How do I show it? Whoop, my hands are backwards. This way. There we go. I had to think for a second. It's this way. Do you see how the yellows kind of all come together? The blues are all coming together. The greens are coming. It's like that diagonal line, and they're teeny tiny. I mean, absolutely love it. It is so cute. It's like the perfect little these tiny granny squares together, and I'm sure she put it to. I don't think she sewed it. I pretty sure they did a join as you go. It goes much faster that way. And then added the rest of it around it. I think that's a perfect beginner friendly pattern. Love this one. Perfect for Christmas, right? We're Christmas in July, you know? And then this one, you can definitely tell it is not only granny squares, but it's also the granny stitch. So this is like a combination of both, right? You can see, again, it's the perfect color theory here, right? If you want to get elegant patterns, work with the color theory, okay? That's how you work it, okay? You can see how the yellows and oranges, different types of yellows and oranges. Actually, the yellows are all the same. The oranges are different. I think there's like 1, 2, 3 different oranges in there, like a light, medium, and dark, and then a neutral color around it. Absolutely perfect. And this is the Warm Citrus Dishcloth by Krista Co-Design. Love, love, love this one. Okay, this is really elegant. The perfect little dishcloth. Just saying. Then we have this elegant granny square bucket hat by Stitching Together. I love this one. It's adorable. It's cute. And she actually has some pictures for it, so you can see how you can make this all in the same color. And here I picked a picture where you can see it in different colors, so you can really see the effect of it, right? And I absolutely love this. And here you can tell that it's actually not the granny stitch, but yet it is the granny square, right? Granny squares are made from the center out, so she used a bunch of them. I do not know how many there are in total, but there's a good chunk of it, probably 6 or 7 or so roughly. I don't know how many are on the top there, but I love this hat. It's so adorable and it's a great quick project. Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is the Granny Square Headband by Stardust Gold Crochet. Oh my gosh, that was a long name. But this one is adorable. Again, granny stitch and granny square together. And if you count it, I think it's 5 of them, maybe 6, 5 or 6 of them. I guess it depends on your head size, right? So you put them together in a row, and then you add a little stripe or strip there in the back, and then you have your headband. I love this one. It looks like she added a little border all the way around as well to give it a little bit more volume. And I really, really like this one. So if you want to do this, this is great for the summer where you're not getting so hot, right? Hats can be hot sometimes, even bucket hats during the summertime. Just saying, this is perfect, right? It kind of puts your sweat into the crochet, make it in cotton that you can wash it really quickly. Just saying, okay? So let's go to the next one. This one is a beautiful one. I love the colors in this. Okay, I know it looks a little dark, but I think it's because of the colors that she used. And she went with, I believe, if my memory is correct, but don't quote me on it, I believe she used one variegated yarn, which then turns it into many different types of granny squares, right? And then she connected them all. If I see this correctly, she either used a slip stitch or she used a join as you go method and then put it all together. In the end, you have this gorgeous bag. And if you look closer, you can see it is a granny square because it's made from the center out, but it didn't use the granny stitch, which is fine, right? This collection is all about granny, no matter which one, stitch or square. Let me know. Do you guys love some of these? I know, 70 style. Signy, I love your name, by the way. You just ordered the bundle. Yay! I should celebrate you. Hang on. Yee! I'm so happy for you. I'm going to have my little kitty cat pop them up later too. I'm going to do that, but I would cover this up right now. So I'm going to do that later. Okay, let's keep going. We also have this one, which is the Little Dots, Big Dots Infinity Scarf by Underground Crafter. I don't know why it's cut off there a little bit. Let me see if I can make these a tad bigger. There we go. It's not so cut off. Okay, look at this. This is a scarf all done in granny squares. Again, didn't use the granny stitch, but used a granny square, many of them, and they're all connected with each other, right? And it turns it into this beautiful scarf. Yes, you can use the granny square for scarves. It's not just for blankets. Everyone always thinks of blankets when someone says granny square. There's so many things you can make with it. Can you tell with all these patterns what you can do with a granny square? Just saying, so many different things. All right, how about this one? This one is an easy peasy one. This one is called the Pinky Granny Square by Craftopia Collective. I love this one. I don't know why she called it Pinky. I would have called it a heart granny square, but that's just me. I love this one, right? She didn't use a granny stitch for this, but she did use double crochet for most of it, okay, in order to make this granny square. Again, worked from the center out. Can you tell? There's a magic ring in the center, worked outwards, and then she had this beautiful square in the end, highlighted with a different color in the center to turn it into a heart. Love this one. Absolutely adorable. Then we have this one. This one reminds me of the dress. Which dress? The Taylor Swift dress. Now, it is made differently, of course, and it's a top. It is called the Granny Top by Rose and Roses, right? Of course, it's not a dress, and yes, it's not made in stripes the way the dress is, the Taylor Swift dress or the London dress that some of you guys call it, right? But it does remind me of it because it has arms, it has the granny stitch, it just uses a granny square from the center out, right? So yes, you can use two granny squares, you can tell, right? Two granny squares, there's no shaping here, it's really cool. Two granny squares, one in the front, one in the back, and then you add some arms to it and you have a top. Boom! How cool is that? Just saying. So here she used not only the granny square, she also used the granny stitch. So just saying, plus all the colors kind of remind me a little bit of the dress. I don't know, maybe it's just me. All right, how about this one, okay? This one is called the Kitty Granny Blanket by the Crochet Couch. This Kim, oh my gosh, okay, Kim was not sure whether she's going to join this bundle. She worked tirelessly for hours and hours. She came up with this design, I believe, a week before. She put it all together, I think possibly with the help of her mom. She made all these, what did she say, over 200 squares and sewed them all together. I can't believe she did that. And she really wanted this granny square blanket with a kitty cat on it. And I love it. I absolutely love this blanket. It's fairly big, actually. You can't really tell here because it's on a carpet, but I have a picture on my website where you can see it's on a chair, so it covers the chair. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's the perfect little square or perfect little blanket with a lot of squares in between. Adorable. This one you probably have seen before because this one is on the cover of the Everything Granny bundle and I love it. Isn't it so pretty though? I love this hot pad. This one is called a Granny Square Hot Pad by Nana's Crafty Home. Love this one, and she added a little wooden ring to it. It's like a perfect elegant style. Look at the colors. She used one bold color and two neutral colors. Again, the perfect color theory. If you use a bold color, add at least one neutral color to it and it makes it all kind of a harmony there, right? Think of it like, you know, the earth and then the sun, right? You always need something that's neutral and the sun is the neutral point. It all comes back together, right? Isn't that beautiful? Nature is amazing. Just saying, this one is beautiful. I have this feeling that she made it into a very large granny square and then she folded it. It looks like it was done that way. Folded it so it's double layered and therefore turning it into a hot pad. Still would say be careful. There are holes in between. So I would possibly add some kind of thermal layer in between. That would be just me, but you do you, right? Just don't burn yourself considering it's a hot pad. But yeah, I would probably add some kind of thermal layer in between. Not sure if she did. If she didn't, maybe you can. Okay, so what else do we have? Ooh, love this one. Love this one. Thank you guys for all the beautiful comments. Keep them up. I appreciate all of you guys. This one is called the Nona Tote Bag. I can't speak today. Tote Bag by Gilbert Crochet. I love this one. This one is kind of like think of it like the granny square a little bit stretched, right? Because if you look at it in the center, it's a line instead of a circle, right? So it is not a granny square, yet it uses the granny stitch turned into kind of a rectangle, or I should say two rectangles considering it's on both sides. And then she turned it into a beautiful bag by sewing them together, adding some, I believe, single crochet stitches all the way around, with a neutral color that really makes the center of it pop. It kind of makes that illusion effect. I don't know if it's just me, but you know, you've seen these illusion things was like woo whoop, right? That kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I love this one. It's really beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. This one has like a secret hidden compartment that you can't see on this image. It was hard to show two of them together, so I'm just showing you one because I can tell you what's on the back. So you have one granny square, which is in the front. Okay, it's called the Reading Pocket Pillow by Celtic Knot Crochet, and the part of the reading pocket is that it's on the back of it. Okay, so if your granny square in the front, you have a neutral color in the back with a little pocket so you can put your book in it, or your tablet, or your phone, or whatever else you want to hide in there. Okay, maybe a flashlight if you're going camping, who knows? Okay, maybe you turn it into a bag, I don't know, add a zipper to it, you can stuff something on the inside. Kind of hide something in there too, maybe some valuables, who knows. Anyways, here's a beautiful way to turn a granny square into a multifunctional pillow, and I love the little pom-poms all the way around. It just makes it a little bit more extra. I kind of love that, right? How about this one? The next one is a very easy way to use the granny stitch. Oh, this one is beautiful. It's by Fiber Flux. It's called the, I don't know how to pronounce that name, Zalia Patch Crochet Shawl. I don't know if I said that correctly, but it is a triangle shawl, okay, using the granny stitch, and you can see how the colors all kind of come nicely together because they're all on the same side of the color wheel. Can you tell I love color theory? They're all kind of pinkish, reddish, purplish. They're all kind of in the warm area of the color wheel. Love it. And if you look on the bottom left, you can kind of see how she added the shell stitch as the very last row on the top to give it a little bit of an extra vibe. So it's not just a granny stitch, but a little bit of extra elegance to it, and I absolutely love this. This is a great beginner project to not only learn the granny stitch, but also learn how to increase it, and you can go as far as you want, right? It is a triangle after all. So just saying, it's really beautiful. Then we have the Hexi Crochet Poncho by Creations by Courtney. Love this one. I love how it's so wide. It's like beautiful. Okay, it uses the granny stitch all the way around, as you can see very closely. You can kind of see it more in the lighter area. I believe she used 3 different variegated yarns, because I'm not sure if you can tell, but in the front we have these purplish colors, right, on the right side. We have the pinkish, reddish, orangish ones on the left side, but on the back of it, I don't know if you can tell there, but it's like a bluish one. So you have this bluish one, the orangish, pinkish one, and then the purplish one, and that's all kind of, I guess, into a hexagon. That's what it is, and it turns it into a poncho. I just love it. It's so beautiful. And she added some tassels on the bottom, makes it even more special. Just saying. And you can tell how these are all very beginner friendly pattern. We're halfway through. Can you believe it? Let's keep going. We have more to explore. How about this blanket? Also by Knitting with Chopsticks. This one is a big blanket, the Fireside Retreat Afghan, and I love this one. This is a kind of a combination of using single crochet rows in one color and the granny stitch in a neutral color, and this is what happens when you use that effect. I love this. So you have that one color hidden behind. It's kind of like a peekaboo kind of situation, right? And then you have one neutral color all the way around. I love this blanket. It's so beautiful. Let's go to the next one. More granny squares. Have you guessed it? This one is the sweet little granny baby blanket by Straight Hooked. I love this, and I see this correctly. It is used with join as you go, so probably barely any sewing to do, which is amazing. Maybe some, I mean, depends what kind of yarn you're using. If you're using variegated yarn, you won't have that much sewing to do, right? But if you are using different types of yarn colors, which this may be, I'm not quite sure, then you may have some sewing to do. But otherwise, I love this one. It's so adorable. Who else bought it? Pauletta just bought the bundle. Woohoo! I gotta show you off, girl. Gotta show you off and cheer you on. Yee! I'm so happy you got the bundle. Go get yourself the bundle if you haven't done so. Pauletta did. There was someone else earlier who did. I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. But I'm so glad you guys all got the bundle because you only have until the 12th. So take advantage of it. These are all ad-free. Yes, ad-free and printer-friendly. I'll talk a little bit more about that in the end. Let's go through all the patterns first. We have this one, which is so stunning. This one is called... Excuse me. This one is called the Ups and Downs Crochet Blanket by the Loop-Sided Crafter. I love that name, Loop-Sided Crafter. Or lopsided. No, it's lopsided. Excuse me. I thought it was 2 O's. It's 1 O. Lopsided. Ooh, Lopsided Crafter. I kind of love that. Anyways, this blanket is really stylish. I love how she used a variegated yarn for the multicolor effect. So obviously there won't be a lot of color changes there, right? And if you look closely on the white part, my hubby would love that because he loves bubbles, okay? But that has some bubbles in between, which gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more dimension. I really love this. And the multicolored part of it is where the granny stitch is happening. Isn't that amazing? Oh, look, someone else got it too. Who else did? Peg did. Come on, I'll celebrate you all. Peg did and Tina did. Yay! I'm so happy for you all. So glad you guys got it. Who else got the bundle? You guys tell me and tell your friends about it. Isn't it amazing? I absolutely love these patterns. I say that a lot, but I really truly do. And I really love when I can show off other designers' work because they're doing an incredible job. I'm just saying, this is not just me here. This is all of them, right? This is a collaboration of 34 different designers. And I'm just thinking this is like the perfect deal. It's a win-win for everyone. You get it at 90% off, okay? And we get to collaborate and tell you all about it. Plus we have bonuses, and I'll show you the bonuses in a second too. Okay, this one is a special one. This is called the Lydia, I think it's called the Lydia Bookmark Crochet Pattern by the Naughty Boss. She just came up with a book. Woohoo! It's called the Crochet Secrets. Love this one. Anyways, this one is not just the bookmark. You're also getting these printables with it. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. She gave you a little bonus there. Technically, they come separately from each other. She sells the printables separately from the pattern, right? But here in this collection, you get both of them. So you get the bookmark and you get the printable. So I'm just saying it's a win-win situation all the way around. Then we have this blanket, which looks very similar to the green one we just saw from Straight Hooked. Okay, this one is called the Granny Square Blue Agate Crochet Blanket by Pattern Princess, and this one is definitely sewn. I can tell that she used a mattress stitch here because there's no edge to it. Okay, it's sewn nicely together. It's all smooth, different types of colors. You can see how the color theory works, right? We have some light blues, we have some dark blues, and I believe if this is big enough, you can turn it into a checker/chess board. Okay, just saying. I mean, take advantage of it. I love this. And she has around the darker blue, she has this black. Around the lighter blue, she has this, I don't know, dark beige, I guess, or brownish color, light brownish color. Love this. Really, really beautiful how she combined one color in different tones with some neutral colors. So stylish. Absolutely love it. Of course, you can do the same thing in like a pinkish tone or whatever, right? You pick your colors. You just get the pattern here. Absolutely love it. Then we have this one. Oh, one of my absolute favorites. Yes, it's a lot of different colors, but it's also a lot of different textures. I mean, look at it. I mean, I could talk all day about this. Is like a story. every time I see a pattern like this, I feel like there's a story. It's like you start in the center, you know, you were born in the center, and then you work your way out, right? And in every layer you added more. Think of it like a tree stump, right? One layer is like 1 year, right? There's so much that you can explore and doing by these, with these squares. I think of it like them as stories. I don't know, is it just me? But I see them as stories. But look at it. You have in the center, you have these different colors, and it turns it into these flowers, right? Then you have these, it looks like the blue part looks like a bridge, right? And then you have some dirt around it with some tulips or some sort, right? It's absolutely beautiful. Then you have these different colors, which are not exactly rainbow, but it kind of reminds me of the rainbow. And then you have again this greenish array all the way around. Think of it like a grass with some flowers in between. I'm just saying, it's beautiful. That's how I see them. I see them like stories. I'm just saying, it's one of my absolute favorite. It's called the Bloom On by Granny Square by Best Crochet Life. Love, love, love this one. I would totally do this one. Mandalas, all of those different types of squares. Oh, love them. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. Okay, by the way, that takes a long time to design because you have to make sure it's flat. It's not easy, okay? Then we have the Granny Bandana by My Crochet's Flower. Fingers Fly. I don't know what I just say. My Fingers Fly. Love this one. It's an easy bandana, again, made as a triangle, right? But not worked from the bottom up. It's definitely worked from the center part of it, kind of the center of the long part of it. So it's kind of the other way around as the shawl. The shawl is made from the bottom up until as wide as possible. This is the other way around, where you start on the flat side and you work your way until the pointy part of it you are done. You know, you go longer as much as you want, but it starts on a different point, and absolutely love this one. Really beautiful, and you can tell you can use it in different colors and create a completely different effect. Great for the summer because there's a lot of holes in between. Ideal. Perfect. All right, let's keep going. We have this one from my lovely friend Alicia. This one is Boat Neck Sweater by Little John's Yarn. Oh, I love this one. Isn't that so stylish? You can really upstyle any design with this. You can have a dress underneath and put this over to really spice up your design. You can make this top into a dress if you wish to. You probably just make it a little longer. Just saying, put like a thin dress underneath to really style this up. You can add like a shawl around it to give it a little bit more oomph. You can add like a beautiful necklace to it, right? Just to give it a little extra spice. There's so much you can do with this. I'm just saying, even in different types of colors. Absolutely love this one. Hello, everyone who came in late. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Don't forget to share if you haven't done so, or tag your friends if you can. I'm not sure if the tagging works on YouTube. Okay, what else do we have? Another gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. This one is called the Classic Granny Triangle Shawl by Underground Crafter. Again, lots and lots of granny stitches. Maybe hard to see because of the variegated yarn she used, but I absolutely love this. You can see there's a shell stitch all the way around. Same style as the bandana. She worked on the top here, on the flat piece of it, and then worked her way out. So that way the top part is flat. There's many different ways how you can start a triangle. Just saying, I absolutely love this one. Okay, how about this one? Another one from Alicia. I love this one. This is so pretty. This one is called the Blossom Bloom Market Bag by Little John's Yarn. I love this one. I wish I could show you the entire picture because she put all this yarn all the way around, and you can tell how many different types of yarn colors she used. She didn't per se use the granny stitch in this one, unless I can tell. Maybe the center part has it. I can't really tell on the picture, but she definitely used granny squares all the way around. It's the perfect market bag to really get like your eyes on it. Like if you go to like a farmer's market, this one would be definitely eye-catching. You would see, I was like, oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? I love it. Where did you get it? I'm just saying, this is one of those patterns where people would say, oh, where'd you get it from, right? This is really, really beautiful. Just saying, it's adorable. Okay. Oh, Cheryl, you got it, you girl. Yay! Just purchased it. Gotta celebrate you. Yay! I'm so happy. Who else got the bundle? Let me know. Let me know. I want to know because I love to celebrate you all. Here's the link up there. It is all ad-free and printer-friendly, and the table of content is clickable, so you can click and jump right to the pattern. It's like a beaming effect. Whoop! Okay, and then it has a main menu button on the top, so you can always jump back to the table of content. All right, how about this one? This is called the Granny Rose Scarf by Sandra Stitches. And I'm going to hop right to the next one because this one is related to the next one. The next one is the same version, but as a cowl by the same designer. Okay, so this is the cowl version, and then this is the scarf version. Similar, related, both of them are done in the granny stitch as well as the granny square, so aka the traditional granny square. Okay, in different neutral colors. Love this one. The ups and downs blanket is beautiful. I totally agree. It is so, so beautiful. Okay, this one is mine. And look, I put Lily on here. Lily is my little kitty. We used to have 3 kitties, but this is our last one. And she's a queen. She gets a lot of attention. Oh, she loves it too. This is called the Waffle Stitch Granny Square Pillow by me. By yours truly, me. Anyways, this one is not done with the granny stitch. However, it is done as a granny square. Yep, you see in the center there's like a circle area. So it's worked from the center out until you have a big granny square. Then it's folded together, sewn together in the back, and then ta-da, you have a pillow. And you can tell my kitty cat loves it too, so I'm sure you will love it too. I know this one is very, very popular. When I first published this in an ebook, oh my gosh, everyone loved it. And then I published it for free, and then it got even more attention. So yes, I did put one of my favorites and a very popular pattern in this collection. And Lily says it's time for you to get the bundle if you haven't gotten it yet. I'm at number 33, so we have just a few more to go. Lily's looking at you. She's following you. See it? Anyways, let's go to the next one. This one is called Grandma's. Did I say this right? Oh my goodness. Grandma's Purse by Joe's Crafty Hook. I love this one. I love how the 3D effect is happening here. Okay, we have like flowers that are really like coming out at you. And they almost kind of look like one of those sea animals. I don't know which one it reminds me of, but it kind of looked like one of these, right? Maybe some tentacles, who knows? But I really love this one. This one is adorable. Several different granny squares. If I'm right, it's 8 in total, 4 in the front, 4 in the back. I love this one. It's beautiful. And you can see how she added beautiful flowers in it. Just saying, it's perfect also even for the farmer's market. Okay, this one is an easy peasy one. This one is called the Modern Granny Stitch or Granny Infinity Scarf by Itchin' for Some Stitchin'. I love her name. It just rolls off my tongue. This one is a beautiful infinity scarf just made with the granny stitch. It's a great beginner project. You guys always love a beginner project. See, most of them are beginner projects. I'm just saying, okay? Let's go to the next one. We have just a few more to go. Look. The granny stitch doesn't have to be just blankets and bags and shawls. As you can tell, you can even make an amigurumi out of it. I'm just saying, it's so cute, right? This one is called the Poppable Mushroom by Chronically Crocheted. So, yup, she used the granny stitch all the way on the top to make the top of the mushroom. I just love this. Yup, I mean, there are so many possibilities. Learn the granny stitch, make a bunch of granny squares, and turn it into whatever you feel is beautiful for yourself. Remember, crocheting is good for yourself mentally, physically. It can be made into a gift, but it can also be just simply a therapeutic crochet project that you can either gift, donate, or do whatever you wish with it. Just saying, there's so many inspiration patterns in this collection. All ad free. Until the 12th, all ad-free, okay? We have this one, again, one of my favorites. It's called the Spring Court Granny Square, and this one is by Sweet Softies. Oh, Jade. I love it. Jade is the designer. She does usually amigurumi stuff, and that she actually has this there, I'm so happy. And I love this one. Look at all the colors together, how they all work. This reminds me of the mandala one, the blooming one. Oh, right? This could be even bigger and bigger. Can you imagine the stories it would tell? Oh, dear steak. I think of fairy tales when I think of that. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, neutral does not have to be boring. Look at this. Okay, this is like something you would buy at I don't know, a fancy store. I'm just saying, you know, you can find this at fancy stores, but you can make it yourself too. It is granny squares with granny stitches. Okay, it's called the Mabel Blanket by Megan Makes Do. She has gorgeous bags. I need to buy one of her bags. She makes sewing bags, like sewn bags with her sewing machine. Oh my god, they're stunning. I have to get one of those. Anyways, she's also a crochet designer. Okay, look at this blanket. I'm just saying, it's stunning. It's like something you would buy, I don't know, at like Nordstrom's or something, right? This is absolutely gorgeous. Love this blanket. Neutral can be very beautiful. Okay, then we have this. You all love granny squares. Here's your beginner starting guide, right? It's a traditional granny square. Learn how to crochet granny squares by Easy on the Tongue. So if you want to start somewhere, go to point 39, start there, and then work through all the other patterns, okay? Step by step, absolutely love it. Here's the perfect beginner-friendly pattern, or stitch tutorial, however you want to call it. This is the traditional granny square, okay? And then finally, not the least one, it's of course another stunning one. This one is the Granny Viola Scarf by Joe's Crafty Hook. This reminds me of, I believe that was also her bag, if my memory's correct, right? It looks like that bag, right? With this, what are they called? Tentacles, right? It's like a little bit more of a 3D effect. Love this. This is definitely a related pattern. You can totally wear them together. You have the scarf, right? And you have the bag. Ooh, that makes it beautiful. Can you imagine having like a white dress on? Oh, that would be looking so beautiful. Now I talked so much about the patterns. It's time to show you the cover, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This, ta-da! Okay, Everything Granny Crochet Pattern Bundle, only available until the 12th of July. It includes 40 patterns from 34 different designers. Yes, you heard that right. It's a collaboration of 34 different designers, and it's only available until the 12th. Okay, it's 90% off, but look on the bottom. There are bonuses. Okay, there are 3 free PDFs you're going to get. I'll show you 2 of them in a second, okay? And then you also have a chance to win yarn from King Cole. Let me show you the yarn. We have yarn you may have never seen before. I'm just saying. Okay, King Cole has incredible yarn. It's not the most affordable yarn in my opinion, but definitely amazingly soft. I think it's worth every penny, okay? I have some yarn here somewhere. Here's some. I'll show you one. See, they gave me one of them. This is called Yummy Yarn. It's not in this, but it's very similar. Yummy Yarn is very similar to, what is it called? Warm and Toasty. Okay, they have a special promo right now happening with Warm and Toasty. Love this one. It's really cuddly. It's really soft and really, really cool. Then we have Explorer. We have Nordic Chunky. We have Thrifter Erin and Tropical Beaches DK. By the way, the last one is 200 grams per skein. Okay, you can win this yarn. We already have 2 winners, right? And it's like a lottery system. So if you buy the bundle, you get it, pull it into a lottery system, and if you don't win the first day, you just get rolled over to the next day. Meaning the earlier you get it, the higher the chance, because you keep rolling into the same lottery box. Just saying. Okay, we have 2 winners already, and we have 3 more to go. So still plenty of chances to win this one. And they are, by the way, from the UK, but doesn't matter where they're from, okay? The giveaway is only for the US only, because that's what they requested, okay? Now, most of you guys are from the US, but no worries. If you're not, we have these free PDFs that you can get, okay? This one, and there's another one where you have the entire designer list listed down, like, so you can follow them all. You can ask them questions if you have any, okay? And it's all ready there for you. So you have 3 additional PDFs that you can get, right? right? Plus you can win prizes and you get the entire collection ad-free and printer-friendly. And as you probably have seen, I put the names on the top, so in case you're watching this past this date up there, you can still find all the patterns online. Some of them are 100% free, some of them are paid. When I say free, that means they have ads on it. So if you want an ad-free version, you have to buy it separately. Usually they're $5 on average, or you can get them right now, right here with this link, okay? Until the 12th of July, 2024, you can get everything 90% off, which means less than $20 for this entire collection. That's a stellar deal. And by the way, once it's gone forever. It will never come back. This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I may have the theme coming back, but never the same arrangement, never the same patterns, never the same designers in the same collection. So, just saying, did I convince you yet to get it? I hope I did. You saw that several of you guys already got it. Do you guys have any questions about the bundle? Do you have any questions? Let me know. Before I go, okay, I want to show you something else really quickly. Quick reminder, okay? And I'm going to pop this up really quickly. Ooh, what happened? They didn't go away. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, we have a mystery crochet along starting very soon. Ooh, let me see if I can move this over and make it a tad bigger. Whee! Okay, we have a mystery crochet along starting on July 15th, okay? Here's the link up there. It's free to join. You can learn mosaic crochet, okay? We also have giveaway prizes at the very end. This is beginner friendly. You learn how to do mosaic crochet. It comes in 3 parts, okay? It's a mystery crochet along. You won't know what you make until the very end, but you learn something. You have a special little present at the end that you can keep for yourself, gift, sell, whatever, right? It comes in 3 parts. The mystery stays alive until the end. You can get the video tutorials too. So much to do, so much fun. We have over 1,500 crocheters, 1,500, over that, close to 1,600 people already joined this mosaic crochet mystery crochet along. You just need some worsted yarn. I used this 200 gram ice cream yarn right there, and this 100 gram color theory yarn. I recommend, whatever you're using for the ice cream yarn, if you're not using the ice cream yarn, use 2 skeins for it, okay? And then the color theory, you just need 1 skein of it. So, just saying, I hope you're going to join us. It's going to be so much fun. In the meantime, go get yourself the Everything Granny bundle. Let me pop that up really quickly one more time so you have it right there. Okay, this is your chance to get the Everything Granny crochet pattern bundle until Friday. Do you have any questions? Leave them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!